Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. I'm really grateful that you're here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mary Sue, and today I'm going to be doing your mid-April to mid-May general reading. So this is going to be a reading from like April 15th to May 15th, give or take a few days. We're going to take a look at your overall energies with the oracle cards, and then I'll pull some tarot to get some more details about any advice or obstacles that you might have over this next month. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what you have for your animal spirit. Okay, your animal spirit is the bee. Wow. So Scorpio, this is an indication that you may be a true creative individual. The bee is a creator. They're constantly working on the hive, right? And it's also the busy bee type of energy. You're hardworking, but you're always trying to create something. Now, the flip side of that is that you can tend to overwork yourself. And so when you become overworked, you can sometimes become annoyed with the people in your life or the situation in your life, however that may resonate with you. So just to look at that Spirit is acknowledging that you are a hard worker and you're a true creative soul. But to make sure that you're taking time out for yourself, that you are giving yourself time to rest and not just stay busy. The other thing is sometimes when we just stay busy all the time, it's because we don't want to deal with something. It's kind of our way to, resist looking at, maybe a painful situation or something like that in your life. So just take a look at that, and we are going to look at the tarot. So we'll get some more information about that. A merry motive. So this is really talking about looking at why you are working so hard on something, looking at the motive, and really asking yourself, why is this so important to me? Because the thing is that you want to make sure that the motive is in a line with your spiritual path. Sometimes we may think that we have a certain motive to be working on something or creating something or doing something, but the truth is that there's an underlying motive. So you have to make sure that your motive, that you are really clear about why you're doing something. So it's kind of an interesting message about why are you working so hard on what you're doing? To take a good look at that. Because when you really have the true motive, you will not maybe have to work as hard, if that makes sense. You'll have passion, you'll want to work on it, but you may be feeling a little bit like what you're working on is difficult. And so looking at the motive can sometimes help you recognize that maybe you're working too hard in one area. Really interesting message. Let's see what else we have. Light. So this is, seeing the light. It's seeing the light. This is also a very healing, abundant card, having hope for the future, right? But I'm also with this reading getting that you're seeing the light about your motive. And you may be wanting to shine your light with your work, right? Using your work to help shine your light. And part of shining your light is part of your motive. You may know your motive and be actually aligned with it. And your motive is maybe to shine your light. You're working hard to help shine your light and then to help light the path for others. Some of you might be a light worker. Really interesting. Unfinished symphony. There's something unfinished. And with this bee energy, this is a creative soul. There's something that you have unfinished. You haven't finished something. And there they're coming back to the motive for me. So to look at, why are you working so hard on something? Are you distracting yourself from finishing something else? I'm so good at that. I can resist, right? Working on the thing I really need to work on sometimes. So it's kind of like looking at that. Are you working on something else and kind of like tricking yourself into thinking that you need to do this one thing, but there's something else you need to finish? So the tarot is going to help us, I think. Yin and yang, nice energy. Coming into balance with yourself. I think once you figure out this motive, right, it's going to help bring balance into this situation. Like I think that this is something that maybe is like festering in the back of your mind. Like, why am I working so hard? Like, you think you know why. I'm also getting, why am I pushing so hard? Why am I pushing so hard in this situation or this project or this career path, whatever it is? Or asking yourself, why is this so hard? You may be asking that. But I think the key here is that there's something unfinished in another aspect of your life. And because of that, because of this unfinished business, this other thing is just seeming to be so much work. If that makes sense, right? It's like your subconscious is drawing you back to this situation. It's something, it's something that you cannot like forget. But it's holding you up. It's holding you up from actually stepping into your true light. Okay, so let's go to the tarot. Let's go see what we can find out about this situation. So I'm going to look at your past and present energies, your obstacle for this month, your advice, and then your outcome. And remember, this is a general reading. So if the message doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check out your rising moon or Venus signs, because there might be a message there for you. So in your past, you have the Seven of Cups. This is you like looking at all your options, maybe being a little bit confused about your options. I'm also getting being distracted by all your options. I can definitely relate to that. I'm a Gemini sun, and it's like, yeah, I can easily get distracted with all the other options. This is kind of like, I'm getting the sense that this is your resistance to finishing out whatever this is, right? So I'm going to pull all these, and then we're going to go back and clarify them. So let's see what else we have here. You are in the Empress energy. Wow. Scorpio, nice. This is you birthing a new project, birthing a new idea, maybe actually giving birth to a baby, right? But it's a very nurturing, type of worldly energy. It's you just encompassing everything that everybody would want. It's a really lovely energy, really lovely. It's very balanced. It has that yin and yang type of energy. Really nice. Okay, so then let's see what your obstacle is. If you're the Empress right now, what could your obstacle be? Ten of Cups. It could be for some of you, you just don't know what your Ten of Cups is. Like, you're really working on something. I really do think you're working, and you're working hard, and you're creating. Like, both of these are very creative energies, and hardworking, and making it happen, right? But you may be not sure, is this what you really want? Is this your Ten of Cups? Or what is your Ten of Cups? Am I working towards the right thing? really interesting because I feel like for some of you, you're working super hard, but in the back of your head, you're kind of like, am I working on the right thing? It could be that you just need to know what your motive is, why you're working on it, right? And you just may not know, like, why am I working on this? Is this really making me happy? Okay, so let's see what your advice is. I think you're just overworked. You're overworked. Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups is kind of like, and it's in reverse, this is kind of like an apology. It could be an offer of love from somebody, or in a situation like if you're thinking this is a work situation, like you're creating a project or something, like not perhaps being recognized, but this isn't your advice situation. So we're definitely going to clarify this and try to figure out, like, why are you not apologizing, or why is somebody else not apologizing or offering? It's like an offer of love, either from the universe or from you or from someone else. Really interesting. So what's your final outcome? Four of Pentacles. This is kind of like a holding on type of energy. But it's also kind of like wanting to get stable. You know, 4 is balance. It's a balanced number. Really interesting. Okay, and they're also pointing out yin and yang. It's, you know, the number 22, it's a master number. It could mean that for some of you, you know, the number 2 is working well with others, a companion, a love, you know, partner, somebody really strong. It can be you, your divine feminine and masculine within yourself coming into balance, or you coming into balance with someone else. And then I also got coming into balance with your purpose, understanding your light, understanding your motive, why it is that you're working so hard. I think the question may be to ask yourself, like, why are you working so hard on whatever you're working on? They're definitely indicating that you're working hard. It's not like you're sitting on your laurels, right? And wanting all of this to come in. Like, you've been looking at your different options. These could be life options. These could be career options, love partner options, lifestyle options, belief system options, like a lot of looking at all the different choices that you may have. So let's clarify this energy. So we have the Fool and the, well, okay, all of these. Okay, the first one that popped out was the Fool. Like, this is your past energy, like looking at your options, but you may be actually like starting a new option or wanting to go in a new direction, looking at it clearly, like trying to get some clarity about what option. This has caused you a lot of anxiety, right? You feel like you have a lot of burdens. Like, I really feel like for a lot of you, you're overworked or you've overthought this situation. 7 of Swords. Like, you could have had somebody that has betrayed you. This is also like you leaving behind somebody else. Like, going, yeah, because your next one is the 8 of Cups. Like, I think you're leaving some situation behind, and you've gotten some kind of clarity. Like, I don't think this was a rash decision, because you have the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Like, I think you've been with this situation for a long time, whatever this is. And you've gotten clarity about, I need to go out on my own. I need to start this new business, this new project. I need a new love, a new lifestyle, whatever it is. Like, I'm going forward, right? I've looked at my options. I've looked at all my choices. I've made my decision, and now I'm moving forward. But it's kind of like you haven't finished something in this past cycle. Like, you need to finish something and look at why you're moving forward into something new. It's not that your decision is wrong to move forward. It's just that I feel like for some of you, you may not have finished out this last cycle completely, if that makes sense, right? Because you're in your Empress energy. It's like, here I am. I'm creating my own life. I'm taking care of myself. I'm looking good. I'm, financially stable. I'm starting this new life because you have the Fool in the past. I'm starting my new life. This is me stepping into the energy of being the true creator that I am. So let's see what we have with the Empress. 9 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. Yeah, you really are. You're stepping into this Empress energy. You're going for your hopes and dreams. There's something that you want. You're manifesting it. You may be trying to manifest this ending, right? This finishing. And here's the Ace of Pentacles. This is a grounded offer. This could be, a job offer. It's money, right? A new start in a new business or a new career, a new something tangible usually, but it's a new beginning in something. Like, it's interesting because you have the Fool card in the past, right? And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Like, you've manifested whatever this is that's coming in. You've manifested it because you really want to step into this Empress energy. And I think you are. I think you're doing a really good job of, whatever this new fresh start is. You've done a really good job. You've kind of like seen the light about your direction that you need to go in. So why do we have the 10 of Cups here in the obstacle? So interesting. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We have the 7 of Cups back in your past energy. And, I said, it's kind of like you're looking at all your options and you've made a decision, right? But your obstacle happens to be like, you don't know, you have the 10 of Cups twice. Like, the 10 of Cups is your hopes and dreams. Like, your obstacle is your hopes and dreams. Like, your obstacle is that you're not clear about it, like you're working on something. You're working on the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to work on being the Queen of Pentacles. And in this deck, I think is, it's not just about the money. It's like you want the career and the family, the baby, right? And gender doesn't matter, but it's kind of like you wanting it all. You wanting it all. And you want it all forever, like the happiness. But it's kind of like you don't know what the happiness is, like what's going to truly make you happy. It's like you're trying to figure that out. That's your obstacle. Really interesting. So your obstacle is, and since we have the Merry motive, it's kind of like, what is going to make you happy, right? The obstacle is trying to really look at the motive behind what you're doing, why you're doing it, and realizing what it is that you really, really want. Okay, so the Page of Cups, your advice. Okay, so let's try that again. We're going to take that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups in reverse. But then we have it clarified by the Sun. Oh my goodness. The Death, the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Cups again, and the 6 of Swords. Moving on from pain. Building a life that's for you and healing because of it. and bringing in a true King of Cups energy. Now, you are Cups energy too, Scorpio, right? So the advice is, I'm going to hold that to the side. The advice is that, okay, the advice is not to wait on this apology. This is, you apologizing or somebody apologizing. And it's kind of like Spirit is telling you it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it's time for you to stand in your abundance and transform yourself into the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that's really passionate, go-getter, the life of the party, like everybody wants to be. You're looking good, you're feeling good, you have like lots of high energy. People want to be around you. You're really creative, very active, action oriented. And then you have the Seven of Cups. Once again, like you have the Seven of Cups here. Maybe revisiting your options. You may have stepped into this new life. And your obstacle here is that you're realizing that's not really the life. Like you were looking, this may not resonate with everybody. You were looking at all your options. You chose an option, right? You went with it. You stepped into your Empress energy. You started building that life for yourself. But something underneath you, right, was telling you you have the wrong motive for why you chose that option. There's the motive behind the option that you chose in the past wasn't truly in alignment with your light. And it's kind of like there's something else. There's an unfinished symphony somewhere else in your life. And your obstacle is that, it's kind of like, I feel like this is the Eight of Swords, like you're doubting. Did I make the right choice, or you're doubting what it is that you really want? Because it is your obstacle. And, the Page of Cups in reverse, it can be kind of like an apology, but I almost wonder if the Page of Cups in this instance is it the fact that you're loving, like it's kind of like saying to yourself, I'm having a hard time verbalizing this. It's kind of like you saying to yourself, you know what, I made the wrong choice and now I want to change my mind, right? But you're kind of like saying no to that, right? It's kind of an interesting energy. I think what they want you to know is that you can look at your options again. If you're really wanting to, you can transform yourself again. You can go back. Like if you're kind of like, yeah, but I put myself out there, I want to do this. And then you're kind of like, well, I don't really know, because you have the Four of Pentacles in the future. Like this is kind of you holding on to, like, am I doing the right thing? So let's go ahead and clarify that. Like, I don't think, you don't have any like tower moment here or anything bad happening. I think that for some of you, you may be kind of doubting, and we're definitely going to get advice about that, but kind of doubting, like, did I make the right decision? And it's kind of like, they keep pulling this card up for me. It's kind of like, you have to look at your motives. Like, why did you choose this path? Why did you choose it? Looking at that will help you to realize that this is the path you need to go on, or if you need to revisit. Like that's exactly what it is. Go back and take a good look at why you chose this path. When you were looking at all the Seven of Cups, why did you choose the cup? that you chose? Why did you start on this new voyage? This is you jumping off the cliff, metaphorically, starting something new, really standing in the power of that, right? But then you got like down the path and you were like, is this really what I want to manifest? Is this really what I want to do? And you know, you're kind of like doubting it, right? I'm not really sure. Does this really make me happy? And Spirit is saying, you know, go back and look at your motive again. And if your motive is still your true motive, not the motive you may be sharing with friends and family, but your true motive. If your true motive is in line with the cup that you chose, fabulous. Stay on the, it's kind of like you have to make a decision, right? But if it's not, then it's time to love yourself enough to say, you know what? I want to go back and look at my options again. And I think that no matter what you choose, your path is going to be fine, right? All paths lead to the same end, right? But by looking at this and your motive, right? Look at all of this abundance and joy that you have. You have the Sun card full of love, abundance, you know, material abundance, love abundance, transforming, right? There's your card. There's you standing in your own power, your own abundance. And then the Queen of Wands, like inspiring. Like it's not that Spirit saying this is the wrong decision. It's kind of like you have the option to change your mind if you want to. I say that all the time. I'm a Gemini, right? I'm like, the twins are always fighting. One day I may say, this is what I want. And the next day I wake up and go, nope, I don't want that anymore. I want something else. And it's kind of like Spirit is giving you the permission to change your mind. And I think this unfinished symphony is kind of like finishing your decision and then embracing it, right? Like, I'm not saying you're not embracing it. It's just kind of like, I have a feeling like you're in this little bit of, you know, you may have hit a little obstacle or a little wall with this creative project or whatever you have going on, right? And you're kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, is this really what I wanted? And it's kind of like, well, you get a chance. You know, if it's not, you can change your mind. But you also, if you take a really good look at the reason why you're doing it, it'll help you to clarify that this is the direction you want to go in. Okay, so, oh my goodness, with the Four of Pentacles, wow. What's on the bottom? Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Justice, you have, okay, I think that you know, this is sometimes like a card of wanting better opportunities, waiting for, you know, a four is kind of like a waiting, holding on to what you have, could be holding on to your decision, right? But here you have the Wheel of Fortune. Like this is, you know, luck, good fortune coming your way. Really nice. The Emperor energy. Now, this can be you stepping into your power, but sometimes this is also, you know, a male in your life, a strong male that in, you know, the business world. This is, you know, maybe somebody reaching out and financially backing your creative project or whatever it is. It's somebody that's going to help you on your path, that they have information that they're going to share. And it's going to help you to overcome like this fear that you have. You know, this is you feeling like you're doing it all alone. But the truth of the matter is there's somebody about to come on your path that's going to help you, perhaps financially, right? And this is going to, help you to turn the wheel. And, previously I was saying like there could be some obstacle that's come on your path, and now you're kind of like in this arena of self-doubt, right? But that's what Spirit's saying is that, there's somebody that's going to come on your path that's going to help you through this. Like, I really feel like this is a decision that you may be wanting to look at your options again. And I think Spirit's saying you can do that. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're on the wrong path. What you may just need to do is revisit why you're doing this, right? To get more clarity about your decision. There's definitely nothing here that says you've made the wrong decision, right? We don't have any towers or anything. In fact, here in your outcome, you have help coming on your way. I think it's about you just standing up in your own power, because, the death card is Scorpion energy, you standing in you, right? Shining your light, the sun, your abundance, being fiery and passionate. I think that this is the advice from Spirit. It's kind of like you didn't make the wrong choice. You just need to own it, right? And by maybe looking back at your motive, you can shine your true light in this arena. And when you do that, what's going to come in is all of this, help from the universe, blessings coming your way. Perhaps, with some type of, emperor energy, right? A boss, financial support, whatever, coming in and helping you through this. Really nice. So just let's look at some advice. Two of Swords, the Chariot. One more, please. Knight of Pentacles, and on the bottom, Hierophant, Judgment. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. I think that this is kind of like a call of action from the universe. Like, you are going to have to really step into your power and embrace this situation. And it's bringing you a lot of spiritual wisdom, and it's part of your journey, because underneath you have the Hierophant and the Judgment call, right? This is two really spiritual, like this is your calling. I think that's what Spirit's trying to tell you, is that get really clear about why you're doing this, because this is part of your spiritual path. And once again, I don't think that they're trying to tell you you're doing the wrong thing. It's just kind of like getting really clear about why you're doing it. Because you're here, you're like, am I making the right decision? And here is, this cup coming in. This is the universe. This is the emperor coming in to help you. You're kind of like, I don't know. Did I make the right decision? Something's going to come in that, here's the King of Wands. Here you are, the Queen of Wands. Like, this could be a new love coming in. This could be, somebody coming in that's just as passionate as you are about what you're doing. Really interesting. Six of Cups. It could be somebody from the past. It's, something that you're revisiting. This King of Wands is really, I think, you're going to have to make a decision about how to move forward. And I think you are going to move forward, but you're going to want to move slowly. This has taken a long time for this to occur, but you are having forward movement. Like, I really think that whatever decision you made, I don't think you're changing your mind. I think you're looking at the options again, only because it's like, I got to get really clear in my head why I'm doing this. But there are people coming in on your path that are going to help you to understand why you're doing this and support you as you do it. Really, really nice energy. Okay, so let's see if we can get some information about perhaps like this King of Wands, Emperor energy. Like, Is this like a soulmate coming in? Soulmate, oh my gosh. And I pulled it on camera. Soulmate, compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. I really do feel like you do have a deep soulmate that's either in your life that's going to really support you moving forward here, or you have someone new coming in that's really going to support you with this, moving forward type of thing. Because remember, your obstacle is, getting really clear about what it is that's going to make you truly happy. And I think that this person that comes in is going to help you get the clarity that you need. Divine timing, patience, perseverance, peace. Trust that the divine knows when. Yes, like I really get the sense that, okay, I got the yin and yang card. You're divine masculine or divine feminine is coming in on your path. They may already be there, but you definitely have someone that's going to step up. That's part of your unfinished symphony. Like you're looking for the counterpart. You're looking for your soulmate to come in and join you on this adventure. What you're missing, you're doing this and you're doing it on your own, right? But I think what you really want is you want a soul tribe or a partner, a companion on this journey. You don't want to do it alone. Like you really want to work with somebody else. And if you think about with the bee energy, they just told me, like all the bees work together to build the hive. It's not one bee that builds the hive. And I think that that's what you want. You want either a true soulmate, a companion to help you on this journey, to join you on this journey, or you want to work with a group of people. Winter. You feel out in the cold. Your answers arrive in winter. So right now, I do feel like some of you are feeling kind of alone. I mean, look at, she's sitting on an egg all by herself. That's your unfinished symphony. Your unfinished symphony is that you want this soulmate to join you. You don't want to be alone. You definitely do not want to be alone. And here's Spirit saying not to worry. This person is coming in on your journey. If they're not with you now, they will be soon. And it's all divine timing. I do think for a lot of you, it is somebody new. I think you walked away from something else, but you may be like still looking at your options, trying to keep all your options open. They just gave me that, right? But it's time to look at the motive about why you're looking at options. What is it that you're looking for? And I think for some of you, it is a true soulmate. You want a true soulmate. Okay, they want some romance angel cards. I really wasn't reading this as a romantic reading until the very end. I think that some of you really either want someone, a partner in your creative project or business, or you want a love partner to join you on creating the life that you want, right? New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, I feel like this is that new energy because we had the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. We also had that Emperor. The Emperor could be somebody that financially backs you, but the Emperor sometimes also stands to me as someone that says it's kind of like my way or the highway. So anyway, this is, for some of you, I really do think you have a new love coming in. There's definitely, especially with the divine timing card, it's kind of like there is that energy. And true love is on the bottom. Yeah, this is going to be a true love. Somebody that wants to create the same life that you are wanting to create. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I think for some of you, you are intuitively getting the red flags, and that's why you want to look at other options, right? You're like, oh, red flag. red flag. I think I better move on. Look at my other options. Really nice. But you are intuitively knowing that. You know. You know. Oh my gosh. I just realized. Look at this. Like, I think I'm looking at this correctly. She kind of has like a bee, what do they call them? A bee, somebody that takes care of bees, beehiver. You know, she has kind of like that netting. And you have the bee energy. And pay attention to the red flags. I really feel like for some of you, you really are seeing the red flags, but you're maybe staying so busy so you don't have to actually address it. If that makes sense. You're resisting looking at the red flags, and you're doing that by staying busy with something else or someone else. Okay. So this is your love oracle card. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So for some of you, you know, we had that Emperor energy. It's kind of like stepping into that energy of just loving each other for who you are, right? And I'm going to pull one more. And it says, reflection, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so both of these are giving me the same type of energy. You know, you're, especially with paying attention to the red flags, like maybe you just need time apart or giving each other space in some way so that you can kind of like look at this situation more clearly, maybe look at your other options or whatever, but also like, it's kind of like it's kind of like giving it maybe time. It's unfinished. It is unfinished, whatever this is. It's something unfinished, but you just may need time to apart or time to think about it. And, you know, they're giving me divine timing again. Like, it just may not be time for this or something to happen. Rainbow, you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. Yeah, look at that. So perfect. What a perfect way to end this, right? Like, you are eternally blessed. Do not worry that you've made the wrong decision, right? And there is somebody that's going to come along your path to help join you, right? To finish the symphony, to help you finish your symphony, the life that you're trying to create, or a project or business that you're trying to create. That you are light. Stand in that light, right? And you have the Sun card. You know, your own energy here, Scorpio, like standing in your own light, standing in who you truly are, and not worrying about what everybody else thinks will help you to better understand your motive. You're only questioning your motive because people are questioning you and what you're trying to do. Get clear about your motive. Stand in your power. Stand in your motive. Say, yes, this is what I'm doing. And then go forth and know that the universe, your angels, your spirit guides are there, and they're trying to help guide you and bring you into this beautiful balance of yin and yang. Really lovely energy, Scorpio. This reading has gone on a little longer than I expected, but I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.